Now to new developments in the Hollywood scandal involving Harvey Weinstein. NBC News has confirmed through a source in the position to know that another board member of the Weinstein Company, Richard Koenigsberg, has resigned. A third of the all-male 9-member board resigned last week. Just 3 members remain. Meanwhile, TMZ is reporting that the movie mogul's contract with the Weinstein Company may have included a stipulation that as long as he reimbursed the company for settlements related to sexual harassment lawsuits, he would be in the clear and protected from firing. Let's stop right there. Members of the board served to profit from Harvey Weinstein's sexual abuse claims because he would pay them every time. He would reimburse the company every time he got caught doing this.
Well, I think that what that meant was the company would pay, they'd be reimbursed. So basically what they're saying is
they knew
it's okay if it's happening as long as it's not costing us.
They knew.
Well,
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's some board.
But no, but they fined him. So he was responsible for the payments, but then they would also fine him per incident, up to $1 million per incident. So they actually profited off of it. Now, this comes as police in New York City and London are taking a fresh look at past allegations of sexual misconduct. Actress Kate Beckinsale has now come forward to tell her own story. She says she was called to meet Harvey Weinstein at a hotel when she was 17.
Say that again. How old was she?
She was 17, a great actress, Kate Beckinsale. And when she arrived in his room, Beckinsale says he opened the door in a bathrobe. She writes, quote, "I was incredibly naive and young, and it did not cross my mind that this older, unattractive man would expect me to have any sexual interest in him." After denying the offer of alcohol, she said she told Weinstein she had school and left. Quote, "uneasy but unscathed." Beckinsale adds, quote, "A few years later, he asked me if he had tried anything with me in that first meeting. I realized he couldn't remember if he had assaulted me or not."
That is horrific.
Meanwhile, Jane Fonda is talking about when learning about Weinstein's alleged behavior and says she regrets not speaking up about it sooner.
No, Joe, to that.
I found out about Harvey about a year ago, and I'm ashamed that I didn't say anything right then.
Why didn't you? You're so bold.
I was not that bold because I guess it hadn't happened to me, and so I didn't feel it was my place.
You know, on that note, when the story broke, it was a Friday. I had actually just gotten out of moving with my daughter up in New Hampshire and didn't get till Saturday morning to read through everything and immediately acted. And we were very tough on Meryl Streep for not speaking out, I think, till the following Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
She actually was off the grid as well.
Was she?
I talked to her publicist yesterday, and the minute she heard about this, she worked on a statement in real time. And it came out, I think, during the show that we were talking about her.
Yeah.
I think at 8:20 in the morning, her statement came out. So I think we do have to give people a chance to respond. There are others who took much longer to speak out, and
Well,
I don't get
listen,
that.
there were a lot of people, and
But
if you're off the
to
grid,
be fair,
if you're off, no doubt about it. If you're off the grid, you're off the grid. She had, I thought Meryl Streep had one of the longer, I thought,
statements,
more penetrating
strong,
statements.
yeah.
It's interesting. I think I had read this Beckinsale statement yesterday. I think there was a part of it where she had told a male friend, and if I got this wrong, it's somebody else, but she had told a male friend what had happened. The male friend had warned another young actress, said, when you go, this guy is going to try to sexually abuse you. Well, that young woman got involved in a relationship with Harvey Weinstein, immediately told him of this other young actor's warning, who promptly received a phone call from the Weinstein Company saying, you'll never.
How sick is that?
You'll never work in another one of our films again.
You know, Joe,
a guy that was trying to protect a young actress actually blackballed by Weinstein because he was trying to protect a young actress from sexual assault.
You know, it's interesting. Everybody at this end of the table, if you were in the media business, if you're in the TV business, or in the news business, you always heard, not the stories like this, Harvey's always hitting on actors. And you kind of, I think we all have to kind of go, when you hear stuff like that, maybe a little bit more of a dig, because you start to hear these stories, these vulgar, twisted, predatory, possibly even.
See, so let me just say, we had not heard this story.
You had never heard anything about where he with actresses? Maybe.
No,
Okay.
no, we hadn't. But then again, and I'm only saying this because we go to work, and we work and we then go out to Bronxville, to Connecticut, or with our kids. But people that were in the Hamptons with him all summer, or people in Hollywood, all heard these general stories about
Jeff, the stories were, oh, Harvey, boy, you got to watch out if you're an actress. And it kind of stays there until you kind of actually see this and hear this and the repugnant, disgusting nature. And then you wonder how many, we do know, people close in his inner circle knew the details and knew the depth
that's
of
the
it.
takeaway.
And that's the frightening part.
If you read, I read an op-ed yesterday on this, I forget exactly who said it, but you've got to look at the enablers. Who were the assistants that actually would go to hotel rooms with young actresses and then abandon them, taking them in there
Or
so
participate.
they are making them feel comfortable and then left them there? Who were all of those enablers all along? Who were the enablers at the company? Who were the enablers at the studios? What agents knew this was going on, and why the hell didn't they say it? The one young woman was told by someone who worked with Weinstein on the board, "Boy, I am so sorry. If you were my daughter." That's not the standard. If you were my daughter, if you see that happening, you grab somebody by the neck and take them down to the front office.
The truly creepy thing with when these stories come out is the infrastructure, is the creep infrastructure that builds up around them, and all of these people who are basically working in various ways, using their skills either as lawyers or assistants or whatever to enable and protect this behaviour. It's the
Over 30
creepiest
years.
part of all of this. It's
Over
amazing.
30
Really
years.
And there's always an infrastructure. It's almost industrial scale harassment.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.